Welcome to Manifesting a Life. Yes, I have gotten a haircut. I'm still at the stage where I'm trying to get used to it, see what I can do with it. Have you ever known something that was going to happen before it happened? Well, back when I was in college, eons ago, and I was majoring in food science and technology, a group of us got together and went to Houston to go to the Institute of Food Technologists meeting. And this particular meeting was their Christmas meeting. And of course, they had lots of good food. They always had good food at these meetings. You know, food technologists, they had to have good food. It was a must, requirement. Many of the companies that came brought door prizes, especially for the Christmas meeting. You know, had lots of door prizes. And they'd give you a ticket when you went in. And then after the dinner, they started drawing for the door prizes. And of course, you're always hopeful that they're going to draw your number. Yes, is this mine? Am I going to get this? Because you always want to win something. You know, it's always fun to win something. You always feel good about winning something. But of course, my number never was drawn. But when all of a sudden they showed this spice rack, it's like, ah! And McCormick had donated the spice rack. And that's something I had always wanted. You know, being a poor college student, I just could not feel like I could expend the funds to buy a spice rack of all things. But I wanted a spice rack that I could hang up on the wall and see all my spices right there, right in front of me. And so when that spice rack came up, it's like, oh, that's mine. And before they finished reading off the numbers, I was standing up. You know, I was already standing up and starting to head down there because I knew it was mine. And it was mine. But, you know, it's so interesting that, you know, I felt that way. I mean, I was literally standing up. If my numbers had not been correct, it would have felt awfully awkward and I would have to sit back down again. But it was correct. And I ended up with a spice rack. It was a nice wooden spice rack with 3 tiers in it. And all the spice bottles had spices already in it. McCormick spices, of course. But so that was a lot of fun. I have felt this way a number of times when I won door prizes. And it's different feeling than, oh, I wish I could have this type of feeling. Definitely different. It's a knowing. Now, to be honest, there have been a few times when I just knew something was going to happen, I was going to get something, or an event was going to happen, and nothing happened. So I'm kind of wondering what happens there. You know, I feel this strong knowing. Maybe it happens on a different dimension or something. But I would like your comments about maybe what's going on at those times. What do you think is happening when you feel like you know that something's going to happen and it doesn't happen? So what did I manifest here? I manifested a spice rack. A spice rack like I kind of wanted, at least the last couple of years while I was in college at that time. How did I manifest this? I sent out a desire to the universe, basically. It was just kind of almost like a wish. I sent out a wish. Oh, that'd be nice to have. I'd like to have that. And poof, your wish is my command. I didn't put any real emotion into it. I didn't dwell on it and figure out ways it would come to me. I just put out the wish and let it go. I just let it go. And it came to me in its own time, in its own way. I hadn't even really thought about the way I wanted it to look. It was a spice rack. And it was nice looking. I kept it for many, many years. Well, if you liked this video, hit the like button. That gives me encouragement and helps out my channel. Let me know that you are out there and that you're listening and you really like my stories. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. It really does help out. Now, I want you to go out and manifest your life.